All right, guys, welcome to week 6, day 1 of language arts. Today we are going to start our mission study, so I'm very excited about that. We are going to do a lot of hands-on learning, and I want you guys to take control of your learning throughout this process. So here's a picture of a mission. I want you guys to figure out what mission that is. Our agenda slide. You notice that it doesn't have a lot on it, but that does not mean that there is not a lot of work. This project is going to be very time consuming, so you will notice that you probably won't have as many journals and as many readers' responses for the week that we are working on our missions. So first you're going to do an explore and then you're going to do an examine. So let's go ahead and get into that. Explore. It says explore this website about California missions. Write 4 facts that you learned or found interesting and explain why. So this is where you're going to write your facts. This is where you're going to tell me why you felt that that was interesting. This right here is where you're going to click in order to find the mission. So let's see if we can click on that. Alrighty. If you go down, it's going to show you some missions. It's going to tell you about it. Go ahead and feel free to click around. I really just want you to explore this website and see what you think about it, read about it, read it with your family, with your friends, or however you want to do it. And then you can click here, and these are all different missions that you can click on. And these, again, are all in California. One of the things that we studied last week, or actually the last 3 weeks, was about how the United States came to be. So this kind of goes hand in hand. This is more the development of California. And since we live in California, we really want to understand and know the history of how California became what it is today. So I would love for you to go through and look at some of those missions. This should take you easily about 30 minutes. Okay, it could even take you longer than that. So if you do this and you're done in 2 minutes, then you did not follow the directions. Okay, so that's the page you're going to click on. Remember, you want to click around. Find the fact. A fact is something that is set in stone. It is what it is. It's not an opinion. It's not something you think. It's something that is factual, cannot be changed. Okay, and then here you're going to explain why that fact was important to you or you thought it was interesting. And then you're going to do the examine. So what you're going to do is you're going to click on this picture right here, and you're going to read this and look at the pictures of this beautiful mission. This mission is actually in San Diego. Isn't that neat? So I want you to read about it. I want you to look at it. One of the things that it tells you, well, it tells you a lot of things. When it was founded, when it was built, where it is now. And it's going to ask you to talk about some of the structural features. Okay, and that means looking on the outside of it or the inside. What do you notice about it? Like, do you notice, oh, there's a cross on it. I wonder if that means it's a church. There's bells on the outside. I noticed that there's 5 bells. I noticed that the doorways are arched. I noticed that it had, what are you noticing about this building? Okay, there's lots of different really neat things. So when it asks you to talk about the the structural features that you notice, that's what it's talking about. Okay, and then it's talking about of a typical mission. So not just that mission necessarily, it could be the missions that you looked at before as well. So there should be something that most missions have in common. So you want to go ahead and look for those commonalities, and then you're going to write them here. What material do you think missions are made of? Maybe you'll find it in the writing, or maybe you'll make a really good guess, depending on how well you examine those photos. And what is typically found in the center of the mission grounds? So the mission, in the center of the mission, what is usually found there? When it says mission grounds, it means like the mission location. For extra credit, you can, on a piece of paper, create a floor plan or a blueprint of a common mission design. So a lot of the missions you're going to look at, you're going to see how they look inside. It's going to show you like drawings of what they look like. You're going to go ahead and create your own. This is extra credit because this can take a long time today. Even though, like I said, it looks like there's not a lot of work, it kind of will take a lot of time. And you can go ahead and include things like the soldiers' quarters, the church, the bell tower. Look for all of those different things and you want to include those in your drawing or your blueprint. And what building structures are in your neighborhood or surrounding area that show the Spanish influence. Okay. And then when you're done, you're going to take a photo with your computer or with your phone and you're going to paste it on the next slide. Okay, so if you save it to your computer, you can insert the image here, or if you want to go to insert image, and then you can take a picture with your camera. If you do Zoom, then you all have a camera, so it shouldn't be a problem. Click here, hold your picture up, and then it'll show up right there. All right, so today is really about you exploring all of these things without me giving you any information about it. I want to see what you guys notice. What are you thinking about missions? And then at the end, I would like you just to give me a little check-in. Let me know what you thought about it. How did you like exploring? How did you like examining things? And just go ahead and make sure that's 5 sentences, letting me know what you liked about it. And that's it for today, guys. I will see you tomorrow.